Hey guys, happy late start Wednesday. You guys know what time it is? Math time. On Schoology, under courses, we're going to be going to math because we've got some vocab to do. So, topic 15 that we are on, we've been talking about different shapes. One of our first lessons for this topic was we talked about polygons, and one of those was quadrilaterals. And I told you guys that we were going to be coming back to quadrilaterals because just that brief definition and what we talked about quadrilaterals wasn't enough. Quadrilaterals is actually a much more in-depth kind of shape that we're going to talk about, and even actually multiple shapes that we're going to talk about within quadrilaterals. So I have some vocab for you guys today, and we're going to go ahead and get into those. So under math, it says quadrilaterals vocab. And in your math notebook, I want you to go ahead and write these vocab words. We have 6 of them. Label your notebook at the top. And along with the definition, I also want you to try your best, not art class, but try your best to also have a little picture, okay? Nothing big, nothing whole page or even half a page. Something very small next to the definition. So number 1, quadrilateral. This is one that you should have in your notebook because, like I said, we talked about this one. This was one of our first lessons for topic 15. If it is not in your notebook, write again then, okay? Number 2, parallelogram. I want a definition and a small picture. Number 3, trapezoid, rectangle, rhombus, and square. Definition and picture. Go ahead now. Everybody's writing, guys. Not just sitting. Raise your hand if you're still writing. Okay. have some friends still writing. You can come back to that, or actually you can keep working even on it. Because I'm going to pull up a sheet on Schoology. That is a sheet you should save. It's a nice help sheet. Oh, our mouse. There it goes. So under math, it's called quadrilaterals. All right. And it has a breakdown of our 5 specific quadrilaterals. So these are all different types of quadrilaterals that we're going to be talking about. So if you did not finish your vocab, this would be a nice sheet for you to look at and use to finish that. You could also even use the pictures if you didn't do your pictures yet for your vocab. Copy these down. All right, so a couple words I want to talk about that possibly they're not in our vocab. You should have heard them before in your math career, but possibly you haven't or have forgotten. It talks about having parallel lines. What does that mean, having parallel lines? Alyssa? Ooh, say that again. I like that. Lines that if they were run forever, they would never touch each other's path. Can anybody add to that? That was good. Aiden?
They're equal.
Are parallel lines necessarily equal? No, but now that's its own word in itself, equal, because that is kind of something, a scenario that we look at, a term that we look at in classifying our quadrilaterals as if sides are equal. So that's another one. Mason?
Parallel because they each have a pair of two, at least, because they.
So you're talking about parallelogram? A
Always,
parallelogram has the word parallel in it.
they always have a pair. Each one of these right here always.
Good. So the pair would be these two are parallel, and then these two are parallel.
You can do it with every single one too.
Oh, he's saying with everyone. So these two are parallel. These two are parallel.
Except for square.
These two are parallel. These two are parallel. These two are parallel. These two are parallel. Does these two have two that are parallel?
No.
No, this one only has one on this one. One set that are parallel. Okay. If something refers to opposite sides, what does that mean, opposite sides? Mimi?
They're like different.
She's saying it means they're different. Does opposite have to mean different? And when we're talking about shapes? Yeah, like across the way. Yeah, good. Angles. We've talked about angles and triangles. It's going to be the same. When we're looking at angles, are we looking at the inside of the shape or the outside of the shape? We're looking at the inside of the shape, looking at those corners. What are those corners called? Edges, and the inside is the angle. Good. All right. If something has a right angle, what does that mean? Something has a right angle.
I know it, but I want somebody else to answer it because
Raina?
When you can make a perfect square in the corner.
Yeah, like so in the angle, where the place where the angle is, you make a perfect square. So for example, this shape here, if I look at this angle right here, could I make a perfect square? That would be a right angle. And they even usually make that little square box, right, to tell you that it's a right angle. Would this shape, does this one have any right angles?
No.
No, no right angles. All right, good. Let's jam. Let's jam. All right, number rock. Here we go.
sets of parallel lines. Trapezoids only have one set at a time. A rectangle has 4 right angles. A rhombus has 4 sides that are equal. Squares have 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 angles. Parallelograms, rhombuses, trapezoids, squares and rectangles. And if you add the angles inside each of these, there will be 360 degrees. Parallelograms have 2 sets of parallel lines. Trapezoids only have 1 set at a time. A rectangle has 4 right angles. A rhombus has 4 sides that are equal. Squares have 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. Quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 angles. Parallelograms, rhombuses, trapezoids, squares and rectangles. And if you add the angles inside each of these, there will be 360 degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play this one more time because for your test, you have to memorize these shapes. And you have to memorize not just the name of these shapes, but their properties, like they are talking about. Their angles, their sides, if they have parallel sides. Okay, you have to memorize that. So I'm going to play it again so it really gets ingrained into our head.
I don't want to get ingrained in my head.
Somebody asked, when's the test for this?
Next week?
Yeah, not this week. It's going to be probably mid next week.
So Wednesday?
Because we only have, I think we have one more day. So tomorrow.
Yeah, Thursday.
And then we'll probably review, I'm going to guess Wednesday or Thursday test.
Okay.
11 grams.
All right, here we go.
Parallelograms have 2 sets of parallel